to the 2K TV Season 10 finale. I cannot believe it. 10 seasons. We're already at the finale. It feels like just yesterday where we were like, welcome to Season 10. It's been 10 years of 2K
game's out.
TV.
Check out all this cool 2K24 stuff. Now we're here at the finale. And you know, some of my favorite moments, Alexis, have been the amazing guests we've had on the show, such as Jeff Hamilton. Somebody told me Kobe signed one of these,
This one is signed by Kobe.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Alec Burks is out there with Jalen Brunson. Ed Smith. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. And for the Sonics, they've got Evan Mobley. Derrick Rose is out there with Booker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And as we reach the back half of the regular season, Doris, in the past, these could be the dog days. But now there's more competition, and you can certainly feel it.
And Kevin, give the league a lot of credit. They made some adjustments. Think about the play-in tournament to flattening the lottery odds, trying to make sure every team is playing to win. That elevates the competition for longer stretches of time.
Burks, the pass to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Rose. Brunson, no good. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Dallas. And there's Booker on the assist by Adebayo. Booker's got the first points up on the board here for the Sonics. Burks, the pass to Brunson. Toronto working the ball around now. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Back to Booker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Passes it to Hartenstein. From deep, Brunson drops in the tray. Brunson's got 5.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Well, we know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Burks dishes to Smith. Rose against Brunson. Back to Vanderbilt. Porter with the steal. Pass to Adebayo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Supersonics.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Watch Adebayo. He really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end. And clearly, they were not.
First personal foul.
Toronto shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had some really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Count that bucket. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Burks against Booker. From 13. Second chance shot. Count it.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Booker the pass to Rose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson the pass to Smith. Now here's Vanderbilt, guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Burks. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The pass to Burks. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Brunson. A 3-ball. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
That one good for 2. Booker's got 8.
Boy, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Toronto calls timeout. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
So Kongwu's checked in for Toronto. Max Strus comes in for Alec Burks. Here's Brunson. A 32-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Clock is at 3. Here's the lob to the hoop.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Rose passes to Booker. Back to Rose. Here's Porter. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Passes it to Strus. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And when you look at Derrick Rose's career, Doris, always a fan favorite.
You know what, Kevin? I think people love that this is a guy who refused to quit. He certainly had made enough money in his career to let the injuries just do their part and end his career. Instead, he fights and he fights and he fights and he adjusts and is willing to be a lesser role on a winning team. You have to love that spirit.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Booker.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Brunson kicks to Strus. Back to Brunson. Toronto working the ball around now. Okongwu, the pass to Brunson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Strus against Booker. From 20 feet out, Green for 2 points. Booker's got 12 points in the game. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Supersonics lead by 3. And will return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Okongwu is out there with Smith. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Strus in at the 2 spot. Shots good by Booker.
Just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
Okongwu finds Brunson. Pass to Vanderbilt. Brunson surveying the D. Bucket is good.
Boy, that's quality defense. Jalen Brunson just keeps his composure and focus.
And the pass to Mobley. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's time for an injury report. Now an update on Alec Burks from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. If he were to miss a lot of games, this would be a huge blow. This is a team that hoped and expected to make a deep playoff run this year. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Nice move. Tries again. And Adebayo with the layup. Adebayo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Sonics.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Smith outside. Brunson with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
3 points.
Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Inside, Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Sonics. Bol, he's checked in for Mobley. Griffin comes in for Michael Porter. And Dick subbed in for Devin Booker.
You never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Strus kicks to Beverly. And the shot goes in.
Mr. Beverly competing on the inside. Okay, Pat.
Rose passes to Griffin. He dishes it to Bol. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Kept alive. Bol can't hit. Toronto trails by 4 to the paint. Here's Smith. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Rose against Beverly. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. For 3. Griffin's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Outside Rose. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. It's his third foul of the game.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
The Raptors making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Bowl. Takes a three. The Sonics again can't hit. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Toronto. You know, Greg, on a per-minute basis, Bowl is one of the better rebounders and shot blockers in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's not all done on the inside. He grabs a lot of long rebounds, and he contests shots on the perimeter. This guy is more than capable out there.
And the Raptors call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Beverly against Rose. Passes it to Strus. Here's Okongwu. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Bowl. The shot, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Smith finds Beverly. Back to Smith. Toronto working the ball around now. And the Raptors miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Burks. Launches a three. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
32 foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Jake with it. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Sonics on top, leading by just 1.
36.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Hart.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted. You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Devin Booker. Porter is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. For the lead. And there's the bucket as Brunson finishes it off. Brunson's got the lead up to 1 now for Toronto. Booker dishes to Rose. Porter passes to Adebayo. Fades away. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Smith finds Burks. Shot clock at 5. That one wide left. Burks has gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. Outside Rose. Back to Adebayo. To the middle. And there's Rose on the assist by Adebayo. Now it's a 3-point Sonic lead. Here's Brunson, drilled from 11 feet out. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Back to Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Vanderbilt the pass to Hartenstein. Lays it up off the glass. Hartenstein's got his second basket.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Mobley against Smith. Booker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 18 points.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Pass to Smith. Over Mobley. That's good, and the Supersonic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Smith.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing. And boy, is he capable.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Burks the pass to Brunson. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so Booker will bring it up for Seattle. Now the pass to Adebayo. And they pick up 2. 15 points in the game.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Booker against Burks. And here's Brunson outside. That's good. And that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And the Raptors with some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Jabari Smith. Malik Beasley comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Rivers in for Alec Burks. Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Brunson. 25 points in the game.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you gotta love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Brunson. And shot on the way, and the jumper falls for him. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Brunson goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got the lead up to 1 now for Toronto. Booker dishes to Porter. He kicks it to Mobley. Back to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got 6 points.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Rivers finds Beasley. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. The Supersonics have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Mobley looking it over. There's Porter with the 3, and another 3 for Seattle.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Brunson the pass to Okongwu. Here's Hartenstein. He's guarded by Adebayo. Rivers against Adebayo. 5 on the clock. It counts. And the foul. That one on Rose.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Seattle has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's good. Booker's got 22.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Passes it to Okongwu. Now here's Rivers. Drills the three-pointer. Rivers has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
It's Porter outside, off target. It's all tied in Seattle. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
59. Come on, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Toronto with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Max Strus is out there with Smith. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, locking down the middle. Cole kicks to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It is so difficult not to bite on the up fake of Devin Booker. He's that good a shooter, boy. I don't blame you, defense. That's tempting.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game.
The Supersonics making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Both free throws good from Booker. Toronto's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Beverley against Booker. Pass to Burks. Looking to get back on track here. The offensive rebound. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Beverley, the pass to Strus. To take the lead. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
One shot. The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Here's Dick. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 assists in the game. Burks looking around. And it's blocked. Up top, Adebayo. From down in the low post, it goes. Adebayo's got 19 points.
And he is no stranger to physical basketball. Adebayo has to deal with plenty of contact down low.
Toronto calls timeout. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
For the Sonics, A.J. Griffin's checked in for Michael Porter, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Booker. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle, and he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game. Now Beverly. Hartenstein passes to Strus. Goes up with the stripe. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's stolen by Smith. Fast break Toronto. And Beverly kicks to Burks. Seattle grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. There's the pass to Dick. Over Beverly. And another basket for Seattle.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
Smith outside. Back to Strus. Pass to Burks. 5 to shoot. Beverly wide open. And then Smith with the dunk.
Playing with confidence. Smith wants to be a guy that this team can rely on.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He's perfect from the line this time. Toronto trails by 6. Here's Brunson, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Brunson's got 16 points here in the second half. Passes it to Adebayo. It's deflected. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Can't get the layup.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Burks pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Runs in the pass to Hartenstein. Over Adebayo. That's good, and the Supersonic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Hartenstein. Here's Dick. Burks covering, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, good balance from Big. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Here's Brunson, and there it is for him. Brunson's got 36.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big
in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Here's Brunson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Rose.
Nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And I love how unafraid Brunson is. You can tell he loves the challenge of the moment.
Porter's checked in for Seattle. Devin Booker comes in for Jack. And he makes both free throws.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
The pressure is on, but Booker can handle it. He just has to trust himself.
Third team foul. At the line for the Supersonics, Devin Booker.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a two-possession game.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brunson. Over Rose. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
One of the things you admire most about Devin Booker is how unaffected he is by pressure. Now with the game on the line at the foul line, what does he do?
Here's Brunson. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth.
Who wants a t-shirt?
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The pass to Brunson. From outside the arc. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there. Right now in complete command of this ball game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Derrick Rose.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And the grizzled veteran Rose, no stranger to having to up the ante and come up clutch.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Seattle calls timeout. And an E3 from Booker. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. He will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's Seattle with the ball. Cole is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Porter. Then it's Rose. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard. Rose in the post. Okongwu on him. Rose, good.
We know this about Derrick Rose. He never ducks these moments. He's fearless, this guy.
Toronto calls timeout. Toronto trailing. Pass to Burks. Back to Brunson. Passes to Vanderbilt. Pocket 6. Here's Smith. And Bull pulls it down. And Seattle shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Rose finds Adebayo. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Adebayo's got 23 points.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. 1:56 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Adebayo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Seattle foul. Derrick Rose. 4th personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Jalen Brunson, a strong free throw shooter. He's knocked down big-time clutch free throws before. He's got another chance.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Puts it up for Adebayo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 49 points in the game.
Coaches talk often about the competitor Jalen Brunson is. Boy, you see it on that kind of tough bucket.
Booker against Burks. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Basket counts. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Here's Brunson. Seattle grabs the miss. 56 seconds left in the first overtime. Booker looking around. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Booker against Vanderbilt. Burks. It drops. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
I think Alec Burks has proven in big moments he's ready to deliver.
Booker, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Adebayo against Brunson to take the lead. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And here's Brunson outside. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. And here are the Supersonics now. Here's Booker, and he banks in the layup. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And the Raptors call time here.
And your Seattle answer.
Mobley, he's checked in for Bol Bol.
Mobley.
On defense, the Supersonics. The lead is 2. Pass to Burks to take the lead. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for the Raptors, Alec Burks.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Down low, it's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Brunson against Rose to take the lead. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Rose kicks to Porter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson the pass to Okongwu. Over Rose. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
Vanderbilt inside. He's guarded by Adebayo.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Adebayo. And the Sonics lead by 2.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Brunson. Mobley with the block. Adebayo passes to Booker. Shoots over Burks. A nice shot by Booker. Now it's a 4-point Sonic lead.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Here's Brunson. And good. He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Booker. Rebound by Smith.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. 6 on the shot clock. Rose kicks to Porter. Knocks down the three.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 5. Just 4 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. Guys, what do you think?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not this time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Here's Smith. Misses there. And so it's Seattle winning this one. The double overtime game can really take a toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.